Dear students, in this video we are going to learn figure of speech. Few figures of speech we will be seeing in this video. The first figure of speech that we are going to learn today is simile. Simile is a figure of speech in which direct comparison is done by using word like or as in the sentence. That is, any sentence, direct comparison is done by using the word like or as in the sentence, that is simile. For example, you are thin like a stick. So a person is compared with a stick by using the word like, so it's a simile. Same way, proud as peacock, person's pride is compared to that of a peacock by using the word as. So any sentence where direct comparison is done by using the word like or as, that becomes simile. The second one is metaphor. In simile, if we do direct comparison by using the word like or as, metaphor we do indirect comparison without using the word like or as. For example, life is a dream. Here life is compared to that of a dream, but without using the word like or as. So metaphor means indirect comparison is done without using the word like or as. Okay. The third personification. Personification is a figure of speech in which an inanimate or non-living object is given a human quality. For example, laughter, holding both her sides. Holding is a human quality. Laughter is an emotion, a feeling, non-living. Okay, so any non-living object or inanimate object is given a human quality is said as personification. Okay, then comes antithesis. Antithesis, opposite words are used in a sentence, is called antithesis. For example, man proposes, God disposes. Propose, dispose, opposite word. Same way, suppose in a sentence, happy and sad, both are used, both are opposite words. So any sentence which has got opposite words in it is said to be antithesis. Then we will see synecdoche. Synecdoche in any sentence, a part of a human body is used to describe the whole body or a whole thing is said to be synecdoche. A part of a body is used to describe either the whole body or whole part of something is said to be synecdoche. For example, he has many mouths to feed. has many mouths to feed. Now mouth is a part of a human body, but here the poet is talking about many people, not one person. But mouth is described for many people or in place of many people. Okay, that is why he has told mouths. That means many people he has to feed, or his responsibility is to feed many people. But only one part of a body is used to describe the whole thing. He has not told that I have many people to feed, but he has told by using mouths, he has told that he has got many people to feed. Clear? Then comes alliteration. Okay. In alliteration, if you see a particular alphabet, a sound is used to create a musical effect. For example, stand or start, where you stand. Okay. Here the alphabet S is repeated. So S is repeated to create a musical effect. So alliteration means any sound, any alphabet is repeated twice, thrice is called twice, thrice or many times is called alliteration. Okay. The last for today we will see is repetition. In alliteration, an alphabet or a sound is used twice or thrice or more times. In repetition, words are used more than twice or thrice. For example, come, come, the people are going. Here opposite also is there, go and come, whereas come is repeated twice to create a musical effect. So repetition means words are repeated many times for creating musical effect. Alliteration, sound or alphabets were repeated to create musical effect. Hope you understood this figures of speech. These were few more we will see in the next video.